And we're on the bus. I had to get up about 6:30 in the morning to be ready and be there for 8. I was stressing out about my carry-on allowance, but the driver was pretty chill and there were no problems. I felt awkward filming myself, so here are some shots out the window. Tractor! When we were waiting for the transfer driver, they were like 45 minutes late, and I had a connection to catch, so I was anxious about missing that. I did catch it, but then they dropped me off at the wrong stop because the driver didn't check my ticket, so I had to wait for my ride to drive over. On the way to the place I was staying, I picked up some albums, which was also a bit of an ordeal because roads were closed and the GPS didn't know that, but whatever. And the fit for today is one of my favorites in my wardrobe. Olive green cargo pants, baggy shirt, and military style jacket. Comfy and practical. Everyone else loves the jacket, but the pants are my favorite part of it. First day in Auckland, I had a bunch of things lined up. Called the bus into the inner city to head to the Auckland Art Gallery. I did email them like 2 weeks before I planned to visit to ask for filming permission, but they never replied, so we're gonna skip to after, where I walked downtown to do another pickup. I was supposed to be here about 20 minutes later, but my plans were already messed up at this point because one of the other art galleries I'd planned to visit was closed. It's 10 past midday. Then, on the way back towards the galleries, I found a park, so I sat down and had some lunch. Excuse the camera exposure, it was struggling. And these were what I was picking up. Piplup and a Sylveon, adding to the collection. I wasn't able to get into Pokemon as a kid, so I'm making up for lost time. It's 1:45. The park was apparently very long, but wasn't very wide from where I was sitting. Looked nice though. Then there's a big time skip. I didn't feel comfortable filming myself while walking, so here I'm sat down at Waterfront after finding out that the other two galleries on my list were also closed. I went to Woolies to see if they had this brand of drink I like, and they didn't, so I found the nearest dairy and got one there. It's 2 o'clock. At this point I was only staying out in the city because I had another pickup to do, so I made my way down to Tikumititanga Square, sat around for a while, and then decided to go take a look at the venue X-Love were going to be performing in. I saw this power box on the way, very topical. It was on the way back to the square that I knew I'd pushed my body a little too far, but I had to keep going. Here I'm sitting in the ferry terminal because that's where the pickup was arranged. I didn't record the items because it was late and I was cold and tired, but they were Toothless and the White Knight Fury. Because Songwa. If you're wondering what I'm listening to, it's La 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 by Stray Kids. I had to have something upbeat to keep me going. And it's 6:15. The meetup was arranged for 6. And the outfit for today is a dandy fit. Dress pants were definitely the better idea because they had deeper pockets, so my phone and chain fit with no problems, and my cane looked less conspicuous. Day 2, the day of the concert, I went out to Westfield Mall in the morning. Wasn't deliberate, but I couldn't have timed it better that they had their sensory quiet hour while I was there. No footage because it's technically private property, so this will have to do. This is the outfit I went with, much more casual. I don't actually like skinny jeans, but they're incredibly effective at holding my body together, which I needed after all that walking. I went to Westfield to look for some silver eyeliner that I wanted for my concert outfit look. It took 4 stores before I found it, then I walked home. It was about midday when I got back. Had lunch, then most of the afternoon was spent getting ready for the concert. You can watch that video here. Then we're on the way to the concert. Nail check. And here's the concert outfit. I felt so hot in it, which is kinda weird because it's a lot more femme than I usually dress. Probably something to do with being able to express myself freely and know that I'll be in a safe space to do so. I didn't record anything at the venue because private property and also other people, but I had a great time. And then I caught the bus back home the next day. Foolish decision? Maybe, but it was made. Didn't record anything because it's just more of the same, and I wore my Olive outfit again, so that's about all for the video. Hope you enjoyed.